this podcast, I am having on here today Grant Rhodes and Kevin Ringelman, and they have been doing research on monitoring waterfowl brood abundance, especially with blue-winged teal. They're looking at movement of the broods and survival rate, but they're using a drone-based and VHF radio telemetry system to monitor when broods are born, their nesting success rate, and their survival, and how much they move. And so now they're using drones to be able to do this. I got some really cool footage of it. I got a hold of the presentation myself. I took a look at it. So I'm having Mr. Rhodes and Mr. Ringelman on here, and we're just going to talk about it. And I've got a lot of questions for them. Mostly I'm just going to shut up and let them talk about their presentation. I found these people because Mr. Ringelman and Mr. Rhodes, I was looking at the 9th Ducks North American Duck Symposium, which happened in February out in Portland, Oregon. And it was a convention where everyone brought to the table the waterfowl research and data they've been doing and presented it. And there was very little social media about this event, very, very little. And so I started digging, and I thought, man, this one looks cool, and we're going to have them on, and we're going to talk about it. And so I'm so excited to get to that. And then I've got another one from the symposium coming on to talk next week. Well, actually, that interview is going to happen the day that this podcast is released, on Monday. And that is Jacob Hewitt, and he did a research project about using a photo survey to estimate annual recruitment in Atlantic flyway sea duck populations. And I'm really excited about that one too, because I do not know much about sea ducks. And so I cannot wait to hear that this guy is a sea duck specialist. I cannot wait to hear what he's got to say and what that project and research has been telling them. I got a hold of his thesis. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. I've looked over Mr. Rhodes and Mr. Ringelman's work. I've looked over that. I got the PowerPoint and I looked all through it. It was really, really cool. What a pleasure it was to be able to get my hands on that and to be able to really look at it. So Mr. Hewitt sent me his thesis, and I haven't had a chance to go through that yet. So probably tonight, tomorrow, something like that. I don't know. Sometime before Monday, I'm going to go all through that and bring it to you guys. I've been reaching out to a lot more researchers as well, because this is something that's interesting to me, something I haven't done enough on this podcast. So be ready for it. As many as I can get on in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. I'm gonna try to overload this podcast with these type of episodes. Thank you for watching this clip from the North American Waterfowler podcast. Make sure and subscribe. If you want to see the full episode of this podcast, go to the description where you can click the link. And as always, starting up September, I will be posting all of my waterfowl hunting videos for this coming hunting season.